Welcome back to day 5 of How to Love Yourself Obnoxiously. And today we're going to be talking about how you, especially if you're anxious baddie, if you're starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed by all the new things that we're talking about, that's normal because I'm like that. And what you can do about it if you are feeling that way. And what I'm going to tell you to do is basically what I would tell myself, which is to take a chill pill. Yep, I said it. Take a chill pill. Introducing my chill pill protocol. This is your no BS guide to chilling out and keeping it cool when life gets too hot to handle. So, the first thing you're going to do with this is diagnose your stress. What's causing you stress? Right now, it could be that you're like, Erica, I don't want to figure out why in 7th grade I wasn't allowed to wear stick on tattoos. I don't want to figure that out, Erica. Or I don't want to figure out how I need to take up space. That seems overwhelming. And that's cool. I'm glad you recognize it. Now that you recognize it, let's figure out how we can help you de-stress from it. Step 2 of this is prepare your own little stress managing cocktail. And if you're non-alcoholic, mocktail. And no, I'm not meaning literally. I mean, if you want to go make you a little bevy, go ahead. But if not, I'm talking about choosing a 5-minute activity that you can do to help lower your stress. And we're not talking about completely getting rid of your stress. We're talking about just decreasing it. Because if you do an activity for 5 minutes that helps lower your stress levels, you'll be on your way to feeling a whole lot better. Trust me. So that could be practicing mindfulness. That could be being grateful or running through the list of things you're grateful for. It can also be listening to your favorite podcast for 5 minutes. Or for me, I like to do some deep breaths or listen to a song that is like maybe 2 to 3 minutes long that I can jam out to that puts me in a whole completely different headspace. Whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, pick that 5-minute activity. The next thing that we're going to be doing, step 3, is your daily dose design. We want to figure out how we can incorporate this thing into your life on a daily basis. Why? Because I crafted this for people who were stressed out. I don't know about you, but life is stressful right now. And it's even more stressful for somebody who's empathetic and an anxious baddie because I am already on 10 most days. And so I have to learn how to not go down these little spirals, these little thought spirals where I just go in circles and circles and then end up back in the same place. So in order for me to not do that on a daily basis or at least try to minimize how many times I do it, I have to incorporate some of this stuff. So if you're like that, or even if you just want to practice this in general, what's one 5-minute activity that we talked about, or maybe it's something that I didn't talk about with you that you can do and incorporate into your lifestyle on a daily basis? It doesn't need to be anything huge. Remember, I only said 5 minutes. We're not trying to solve all your problems with this exercise. The next step with this is to create a habit. With anything, like I told you guys earlier in the challenge, when you are trying to build self love or you're trying to build a self care routine, or even if you're trying to build more confidence, all of that is going to be null and void if you don't actually master it, if you don't actually have the discipline to incorporate into your life. So, with that being said, how can you take this 5-minute activity that you're going to be using to decrease some of your stress and create a habit with it on a daily basis? That can look like going for a walk, whatever it is. Let's figure out how we can not only incorporate into your life on a daily basis, but make it an actual habit. Again, we're not striving for perfection. We are just striving for you to be able to do it majority of the time. And the last thing is thinking about how you can maintain this. Of course, yes, when you do a habit, you want to be able to maintain it, but with anything good for you, decreasing your stress is something that you need to actually be focused on doing throughout your entire life, because being stressed out can lead to illnesses. It can lead to, you're not thinking clearly. It has a ton of consequences. So daily stress management, or being able to include micro moments in your life where you're chilling out or you're taking a chill pill, is super important to your overall health and wellness. So let's figure out a way to maintain it. And if you have to come back and watch this video every single time or at least once a week to maintain it, do that. Okay, so remember, stressed spelled backwards is desserts. I don't make the rules. If that every time you think about stress, you're like, dessert, you want to pop a piece of chocolate because chocolate is good for you and good for your well being, especially if it's dark chocolate, do so. Stress spelled backwards is desserts. I didn't make that up. It's just so. Anyways, your challenge today, if you choose to accept it, is to figure out this process for yourself. How does this look for you? I gave you some good examples of how you can pick this 5-minute activity or pick these things. So let me know below if this is something you want to learn more about, or if this is something that you actually need help with, and I will respond back to you. I'll see you tomorrow for day 6.